So today we have another review. This is beer courtesy of Brian. Thank you so much. This is a homebrew review of his Brut IPA. They have a category now in BJCP with it, so I decided to print it out. Well, the new BJCP came out 2021. So this is under 21B, specialty Brut IPA. If you guys don't already know, let's read their take on Brut IPA, or at least BJCP's initial impression. So overall impression. Very pale, hop-forward American IPA variant with bone-dry finish, very high carb, restrained bitterness, can be suggestive of sparkling white wine or champagne. Hop character is modern and emphasizes flavor and aroma dimensions. That last comment, I have no clue what the hell that means. That's such terrible wording, but let's see how the guy turns out. So this is a weird one. It's not a regular Brut IPA. Brian decided to jazz it up. He has Pilsner, flake corn, flake rice, enzyme, Galaxy Nelson, Hallertau Blanc. He had honey, along with 16 ounces of brewed green tea. The green tea is from Calicia Tea in Tampa. Some tasting notes on the tea. Doesn't look that laden with the green colors, which is quite nice. Appearance actually does have a little bit of green appearance. Honestly, it looks a little bit oxidized, maybe possibly because of that. Comes in a light gold color, but has a little green tinge to it, and a little funkiness on the color. But on the nose, ooh, yeah, that smells right. That is fruity, tea-like, crazy stuff going on here. Yeah, so you get a lot of like white grape, Nelson character. What did they use? Nelson Galaxy, absolutely. Hallertau Blanc, yeah, all the white grapey kind of notes coming in here. I get like honeydew from Galaxy, yeah, and the green tea plays in there, quite nice aromatically. Wow, pretty fun. Yeah, ooh, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know the science behind it. Probably should look into it, but there was that weird kind of like enzyme-y thing that Brut IPAs do. It's just like a little bit plasticky in the middle, so it just sells you. It's Brut IPA. It's such a weird flavor, but it's so distinctive. Brut IPA, light grainy character up front, doughy, restrained bitterness. The tea flavor is a little bit tannic, comes in there. It's a little sweet too. The sweetness plays into that kind of like hoppiness here, or the hopping of the beer, which offers that same kind of like candied grape character. Not quite candied grape, but maybe leaning towards that, which is like a sweet kind of grapey tone. A little bit of candy on the finish. Again, almost this kind of like, I call it plasticky, but it's almost this kind of like Laffy Taffy, Starburst kind of like chewiness. That kind of like it's the flavor of the stuff that is underneath whatever flavor of Laffy Taffy or Starburst you're using, right? It's like there's a flavor underneath it, like chewy candy flavor, right? Pretty nice. Wish the carb. Relatively dry. I mean, obviously, like I assumed he dried it out, but yeah. So he said the tea was a little strong. I don't know. What an initial impression on this guy. It could be a little bit more drier and crisp. I would argue that. 7.3. Wow, that's super dangerous. Super dangerous. That's almost double IPA. Yeah, it's pretty dry. So no, like he probably could like quote like, "Hey, by the way, you're asking for a drier beer, but let's finish at like, I mean, ideally the gravity on these beers are like 1.00000, like flat, like gravity of water." So, or 1.001, something like that. I don't know, but pretty good. Is a commercial level beer. Carb's pretty spot on. The fruitiness is quite nice. I think it's actually quite smart how the kind of like honeydew and like candied grape thing plays into the tea. It's a fun, interesting idea. I mean, obviously, if you're judging for Brut IPA, I don't think it's appropriate because like they don't seem to allow for like other flavors, right? Like They mention hop characteristics, but not grassy, vegetal, herbal, and like the tea does offer those kind of like notes. I give it credit for being interesting. I do think the tea, you know what it is? I think the tea could be pushed back. That might help. Like a really, really nice subtlety character might play well, but like I think it's a little too strong. And like I like tea, blah blah, but like just maybe a little bit too dominant on the beer. I also maybe not the biggest fan of Brut IPA, so blah blah. There you go with that. Commercial, yeah, sure. I mean, I'll go with it. Like nothing the most. I mean, then again, I've had a lot of Brut IPA, or I've had only so many Brut IPAs, and a bunch of them were like messy and tasted gross. So like those are commercial beers, and like this is fine in that line of beers. So fine, commercial. We'll give you commercial. How much do I like it? It's fine. I mean, just nothing like I would like go crazy for. Like I think it's definitely like a flight beer or a can of beer, but like I'm getting tired of it too. The alcohol is dominating how dry it is. That's the other thing. Ooh, I don't have the stats here. See, I got greedy and didn't post or didn't print the, it just leaks onto the second page and didn't print that part, and that would have the ABV range. I would suspect that they maybe include 7.3 in there, but I would recommend the style sitting at 5 or 5.6, right? You want something really nice and light and sessionable, and the problem with dryness is that the alcohol just like shoots up front on the palate, and like that's what you get here. So like definitely avoid making anything like above. I think it like literally Kim Servant has talked about it. I would avoid anything above 7-8%. Like that just, and I've tried like I think at least one or two. It just doesn't work. Like the dryness with all that alcohol is just like no bueno. Works with like other beers. West Coast IPA still has some like fat to it. Hazy IPA is super like sweet, right? Super like a lot of like residual sweetness in those. This dry, boozy, oof. Even at 7.3, it's boozy. So feeling it on my cheeks. It's fine. Let's go with a flat 80. 80. That's your Brut IPA. Brian's Brut IPA, 80. It's fine. It smells great. Good flavors. Just not something I'm looking for. But hey, yeah, I would also like fix it up a little bit. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.